everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kaylee and I am so excited you're here. If you are new this week, I am posting new videos every Friday, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love it if you subscribe. So today we are going to talk about, should Christians do online dating? So I believe a huge misconception that there is with the whole online dating scene is people feel like they are taking the place of God, like ordaining your steps of meeting someone, when my personal opinion is you are just kind of putting yourself out there in a way to meet other people. For me, I have done online dating. Let's rewind to about almost 7-8 years ago. I had graduated college, was living at home with my parents, and wasn't dating anybody. And my dad kept saying, hey, what about Christian Mingle? You should do Christian Mingle. And I was like, Christian Mingle? Like, had never heard of it, didn't know what it was. Honestly, I thought he was just making it up. A few weeks later, I see an ad for it on TV, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is real. At that point in my life, I didn't think I needed online dating, and so really was totally honestly against it. To be honest, I was totally against it. So then fast forward to a few years ago, I'm living in Oklahoma, wasn't dating anybody, and my mom was saying how her friends, kids had met somebody on online dating and they got married and stuff like that. And she's like, maybe you should do it. And I was honestly upset. I was like, Mom, are you trying to say that God can't bring somebody into my life? Like, why do you think I need to do this? Like, I'm not that old and all this stuff. Like, I just was like super dramatic about it. So then a few months later, I was talking to some friends, and they were talking about how they had done online dating and such a good experience they had. They had, met somebody. I have friends that have met someone that are married. And so honestly, after talking with that friend, I prayed about it. I was like, okay, God, like, should I do online dating? And really felt peace in my heart. Like, yeah, let's just give it a try, because at that stage in my life, I was just going to work and going home. I'm not the type of person that wants to go meet somebody in a bar, and church was the only other place to really meet somebody that loved Jesus. And because I don't really go to the gym either, so that was like a no-go to try to meet somebody. So felt like my options were kind of limited, and I'm such a routine person. Homework, church, like that was about it. So it is one of the free weekends that eHarmony has it. So I sign up, I have a friend come over and help me do my profile and get everything done. But I just could not commit to purchasing a subscription. The next morning I wake up and I have like 60 messages from people that I do not know, like smiles, winks, like all this stuff. And I'm just like overwhelmed by this. And so my mom's like, just buy it. Just get a subscription. Like, why not? So I'm on my phone and I purchase the subscription. Well, I'm also on a family plan they're like my second family. I charged my online dating subscription to Jason's card, who's like my dad. Now, the difference between Jason and my dad is Jason doesn't really want me dating. Like, he jokes around like, no, you can't date. My dad, he's like, put yourself out there. So just complete opposites. It's really funny. So I have to call Jason and tell him that I have charged this to his card. Thankfully, I got it refunded and charged to my personal card, but I was mortified having to call him. So I call him, and Kennick, who's like my sister, she answers the phone, and I'm like, hey, where's Dad? And she knew by the tone of my voice, like something was wrong. And so Jason answered, explained the situation. he took it like a champ, honestly. Like I don't know what I was expecting, but he took it like a champ. I did eHarmony and Christian Mingle for about 6 months. So everyone might not have like the type of relationship they do with their parents that I do, but my parents were 100% involved in this. It was like really funny. Like my mom would message me in the morning, be like, hey, did you get any new matches? And my dad, oh my goodness, my dad would be like, happy hunting, like if, you know, asking me if I got new matches. So it was like fun in that aspect, but also like you have to know to be careful. Like I personally didn't go on any dates with anyone. I just talked to them, but you have to be smart about what you're doing. And if you do end up going out on a date and meeting people, I mean, I would tell somebody where you're going. Through this whole experience, I was humbled. I could tell I had a lot of pride. And honestly, it was a great experience for me. I talked to a couple guys, kind of figured out what I wanted in a guy, things that I didn't like in a guy, like what I thought I wanted, and realized, no, that's not what I want or need. If you're kind of like on the fence, like, should I do it? Should I not do it? I honestly am like, yeah, do it. It's a great opportunity. It's great practice if you are kind of awkward at dating. Like, it's a great way to practice talking to people. It was also comical at times. You can't take online dating seriously. Like, you take it seriously, but you also have to understand, like, you can't take it seriously, if that makes sense. Because I would have men profess their love to me, like pretty much want to marry me, and I'm like, I haven't even responded to you. Like, I haven't even said hi. You've just maybe read my profile or seen my picture. So that was funny in a sense. And you really just have to, it takes time to weed out the ones that you can tell are serious and not serious. And I will never forget, like, I was like, well, I am putting myself out here for being on online dating, and it's the guy's job to make the first move. I was a little prideful, like I said. And I will never forget, I was in the car with a couple of my girlfriends. We were about to go to a Christmas concert, and they're like, just like him, just like his picture or like profile or whatever. And I was like, no, I can't, like, I cannot do that. And they like pretty much took my finger and like tapped the screen for me. And I was like, ah! So I had my first like liked profile or whatever. So it was just so funny. But through that, there were guys that I was interested in and would like their profile, and they would block and move on. And that was like humbling, like completely humbling, because I had even conversations with God. I was like, God, seriously, I'm putting myself out here and you are having them move on. So in a sense, I feel like God was protecting my heart as well, from people who I thought maybe I should start a conversation with, and God was like, no. And honestly, the person might not have been interested in me, and that's completely fine. I am 100% for online dating. If you haven't tried it, go ahead and try it. Like, do it. You just have to know that a computer is matching you, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so great. I would like to know your experiences. Like, have you done online dating, or are you totally against online dating? I mean, there are some online dating sites that I probably wouldn't recommend or do, but the two that I did, I had a great experience with. I just didn't find anyone, and that's okay. That's maybe not how my love story is going to be written, but you can still meet your significant other through online dating. God can cross your paths there. It doesn't mean he has to like do it like on the street or at the grocery store or wherever. Like, you can seriously be in God's will and doing online dating. So I think that's a misconception that a lot of people have with online dating, is taking the place of God and who you're gonna meet. But honestly, I feel like it's just you putting yourself out there, because you still have to use discernment of going forward in a relationship. But I think it just kind of opened up the door for you to meet like-minded people that have maybe the same scheduling conflicts that you do, and it's hard to maybe meet somebody in their area. So comment below, let me know your thoughts, if you are totally against it, or if you've had a crazy dating experience from online dating. If you are about to do it, just have fun. Like, enjoy the process of getting to know somebody, whether it's on online dating or not. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure you subscribe so that you can keep up with the weekly videos that I post every Friday. And I'm excited to read some of your comments to see what your thoughts are on if Christians should do online dating. And I will see you guys next Friday.